Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having a great day. Guys, let's check out the Hero's Path. We actually have a super interesting surprise here. Yeah, we do have 400 pizza points in the Hero's Path for Granite Door Keep. And this is really a surprise because previously in the other Hero Paths that were part of the Titan Path event, we had Heroes Paths that had, like 200 points, or like summoning events that had 200 points in them. Now we have double the amount of points in this event. And this is actually the first time, as far as I remember. And yeah, this means a couple of things. So for one, you can only skip 250 if you want to get April, right? So you have to get those points, otherwise you won't be able to pick up April. So you're kind of forced to participate in this event if you are going for April. If not, it doesn't really matter. But then also, this means that we won't have the usual schedule for those events and tournaments, because usually we had at Summon Rush a Champ Chase and a Deck of Fate where you were able to get points, but now, those 200 points are missing somewhere. So what could it possibly be? Maybe there will be a guaranteed Deck of Fate this week or the week after next. But again, this is just speculation, but, this opens up possibilities for stuff like that. So yeah, pretty interesting. And before I go on and break down all those points and, how many sacreds you need for this, I just want to say that, the guaranteed Leo event is still coming. We just don't know what it's going to look like. It can be a guaranteed event from Void Shards. It can be a Hero's Path. It can be a Deck of Fate. It can be, which is probably the worst case scenario, a Champ Chase or Champ Train tournament where you have to place first to get him. So I don't know, that I think that also falls under the definition of a guaranteed event. So yeah, so far we don't know what it's going to look like. And if we take a look at the, summoning events, I think a lot of people will go for this guy right here and open up a lot of Void Shards, which could also be an opportunity for them to, make Leo a guaranteed from Void Shards. So people now open up their Void Shards, and once Leo is guaranteed, if you want to get him from that guaranteed event, you have to buy Void Shards and so on. So I can see that happen too. And then the soul from a Champ Train tournament, for example. So yeah, everything is possible. We really don't know any details about it. I'm also very split in terms of how am I going to approach this now. I'm definitely going to spend some energy in the tournaments and get a couple of points for this Hero's Path, because I want to pick up those pizza points. But then I don't know what type of shards I should use to get the rest, right? So yeah, we will see. I still have to make up my mind, but let's first calculate how many points we actually need for, all those various rewards. So the pizza points are split in 3 paths, which is kind of unfortunate. We have 160 on the left side, then another 160 on the right side, and then another 80 on the far right side. So these two with 160 are pretty much the same as far as I can see. And then obviously the 80 points are a little bit cheaper. So you only have to pick one of these rewards here at the start, right? So that's 300. Then you also only need to pick one of the second ones. It's 800. And then from there, the paths are splitting. 1,800, 2,500 plus 4,500. That's 7,000 plus the 1,800. That's 8,800 points to get to the first 60 pizza points, and then another 8,500 for the key and the 100 pizza points, and that leaves us with 17,300 for the first 160 pizza points. And yeah, keep in mind, you can only skip 250 if you want to go for April, so you definitely have to pick up at least 150 out of here, right? Now, I actually forgot to complete the Gear Hunters event, so I'm already like 50 points behind or something, so I cannot skip, you know, the full 250. But, you know, if you are very confident that you can complete all the other events and tournaments, you can, you know, grab those 160 out of here and then call it a day, basically. So that would mean only like 3 sacred shards, and then, you know, you can do the rest with, you know, energy, since it's a Gear Hunters event as well. And yeah, you will get around like 800 points per 1,000 energy, something like that, 8 to 900. And yeah, it's actually not that bad if you, you know, if you consider completing all the other events and tournaments and grabbing all the other pizza points. But then again, we don't know what those events and tournaments are going to look like. We only know the first week. The second week isn't shown yet in the event calendar. But yeah, 17,300 points is what you need to get the first 160 pizza points. Then on the right side, we start off with the Mortal Soul Stone here, since we already picked this up. If you want to go for the other pizza points as well, that means 1,000 here, 7,000, that's 8,000, 9,000, 16,500, right? So until here, you need 800 points. And then from here, to grab the 100 pizza points or these 100 pizza points on the right side, you need 16,500 points. If you want to grab both of them, that's 33,800, right? So yeah, a lot of points. But the pizza points on the far right side are much cheaper. So from here, it's 3,500, 6,500, 7,500, and then 10,500. Leaves us with 44,300 points divided by, let's, you know, sacred shards. That's, you know, a little bit less than 10 sacred shards, but as I said, you can get away with less sacred shards than that, like maybe like 7, if you invest, you know, energy in completing those dungeon tournaments that we have going on at the same time. So yeah, I don't know, 8 sacred shards for this seems a lot. And as I said, you can, you know, skip like 250 points out of here. So if you want to go for, you know, 160, maybe you want to go for the far right side here and then grab those 160 with like 3 sacred shards, and then, you know, open like 2 or 3 more to grab the 80 points. Then you have 240 points out of here, and you only skip in 160, so that leaves you, you know, with another 90 you can skip. That's also another option you have if you want to go for April. But yeah, I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna grab, you know, as many pizza points as I can. But first, I want to, you know, complete the dungeon tournaments and see how far I can get with energy, and then, you know, open shards from there. But as I said, I still haven't made my mind up yet which shards I'm going to use. But it's probably going to be void shards and a few sacreds. Not sure. Still have to think about it. But at the same time, the mythical relic mats seem very, very expensive because, you know, even the, you know, the legendary mats and the mythical mats alone are sitting at 45,000 points, which means 10 sacreds alone for these 2 rewards. And to even get there, you need to pick up 3 keys as well, which are only on the on the other paths. So yeah, absolutely insane the amount of shards or points you need to get to the mythical mats. For the Chaos Awakes campaign, this was way cheaper, not even close. This is actually insane. So we have, I'm gonna start from the bottom, just, you know, work our way back. So that's 45,000 already, right, until here. Then we have another 12,000. And by the way, 5,000 points, you know, that's 1 sacred shards for a rare craft. I don't know who values this that much, but it doesn't make sense at all. Then we need, you know, obviously the 800 to even get there. So let's add that as well. And now we need 3 keys. And the question is, if it is cheaper to go down here and grab those, you know, 2 keys instead of going the other path and, you know, grabbing. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper. So you want to go down there until the 100 pizza points. That's, as we already calculated, 16,500. Plus the 10,000, that's 26,500. Plus the 2 keys, 28,500. So plus 28,500, 86,300 points for the mythical mats. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here, but this seems crazy. But yeah, that's what it is. You need 86,300 points to get the mythical mats. You get the mythical mats, you will get a legendary book, you'll get 100 Lego mats, 100 epic mats from Live Arena group for whatever reason. Then I don't know why is it a Live Arena group? Why not the, you know, event group? That's weird. 100 rare mats, 1 model soulstone, 4-star chicken. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, I don't know. Seems a little bit, you know, too much. If we, you know, want to know how many sacreds that are like 19 sacreds, a little bit more than 19 sacred shards. Definitely not worth it and absolutely insane. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna skip those. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm not, you know, I don't even want to consider that. I'm not even going to think about it. Then, if we want to know how much the soul would cost us, it's pretty much in the same, you know, in the same area. So we start off with 800 points, right? Then we go with the 2,000, 2,500. That's 4,500. And now we need a key. So now we need a key. That means 1,000 for the mortal soul stone, 2,500. So 8,000 from here from the pizza points, and then 9,000 for the first key. So that means we could, theoretically, if you want to get a soul for Granite Doorkeep for whatever reason, for 9,000, and then another 5,000 for the soul. That would mean 19,300 points to get the 3-star soul, which is actually not bad, not bad. So it's, you know, a little bit less, you know, a little bit more than 4 sacred shards. You can probably get away with 3 sacred shards for the 3-star soul and, you know, energy. So that could work. The 4-star soul would cost us another 7,000. And then, you know, we could grab this key right here on the far right side. That's another 6,500, 7,500, so another 14,500 to get the 4-star soul. That's 33,800. You know, that's like 7.5 sacreds. So you can probably get away with like 6, and then the rest with energy, something like that. Actually, not bad, to be honest. Like for a 4-star soul, it's not that much, you know, in terms of points. But then if you would go for the 5-star soul, I would do it a little bit different. Instead of, you know, picking up the key on the right side, I would, you know, go down here, grab the 100 pizza points. That's 17,500, and then the 2 keys. So yeah, 80,800 points to get the 5-star soul. That's a lot. That's again a lot. 17.9 sacreds, 18 sacred shards almost. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think Granite Doorkeep really needs that 5-star soul to be usable, you know. So yeah, I would probably settle at a 3-star soul if you want one, or the 4-star even, which is, you know, much cheaper. But yeah, guys, I don't know. So in general, the mythical relic mats, very expensive. The soul is very expensive, 18 shards. I mean, for a 5-star soul, that is kind of like the usual price that we have to pay, kind of. but for this soul, it is just not worth it, in my opinion. If you're trying to get April, I would, get as many pizza points as you can, but definitely keep in mind that you can only skip 250 points in total in this whole Titan Path event. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I still have to think about it, what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna open some shards, maybe void shards. I definitely want to get that new champion, which is absolutely amazing for Chimera. And as most of you know, yeah, that's the one content I'm passionate about. So this guy right here, Key Hulk, he's pretty damn amazing, and I'm probably gonna open a few void shards for him, even though I just reset my mercy counter. I pulled Titus last progressive, but who knows? Maybe I can get lucky again. 750 points per void shard is not a lot, right? You don't get a lot of points for void shards. Actually, pretty bad, to be honest. And yeah, we will see. As I said, first I will run some dungeons. I will finish up the, what's it called? The event dungeon tournament. So I'm gonna finish this up. Then I'm gonna do the Dragon Turn Attack tournament, solo it with Marius, and then from tomorrow the Ice Golem Turn Attack tournament, and we will see. We will see how far I can get with energy, and then I'll go from there. So yeah, keep an eye out. I'm probably gonna do a sharp pull video. It's not gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna try to get the pizza points, or as many as I can, because I really want to get April. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It really goes a long way. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. The YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you a video that you might like right here. And see you in the next one.